Welcome to Homeschool for American Adults. Hi, I'm Donna Marie. In today's lesson, first, we will learn about the personal pronouns that are used as subject pronouns that can occupy the subject area within a sentence. Next, we will learn what the nouns, proper nouns, and pronouns have in common. Then we will learn about subject and verb agreement. Finally, at the end of this lesson, to test our understanding of all the things that we will have learned, we will complete exercises 1 to 3. All answer keys will follow the completion of exercise 3. Here are the personal pronouns that are used as subject pronouns. They are I, you, he, she, it, we, they. What is a pronoun? Unlike nouns and proper nouns, which are classified as nouns, pronouns are not nouns. Pronouns take the place of nouns. For example, in the first group of sentences, Tom has a cat. Tom named the cat Gus. The word Tom is a proper noun which occupy the subject area and answer the question when asked, who has a cat? In the second sentence, Tom named the cat Gus gives more information about the action of Tom, but how it is written is not acceptable nor exciting, because of the repetition of the use of Tom's name. To give clarity of understanding when writing sentences, and to avoid having the sentences sound boring, we are to avoid repetition of using Tom's name in the second sentence. Therefore, as we look at the second group of sentences, we see that in the second sentence, we use the subject pronoun he to replace Tom's name without taking away the basic information of who the subject is. Now, the second sentence is giving the information clearly. Also, by replacing Tom's name with the subject pronoun, the information about Tom appears more interesting, that the reader may want to read more information about him. Now, when using the subject pronoun, we must only use the subject pronoun in the subject area of the second sentence after the subject in the first sentence is known. For example, within the second group of sentences, Tom has a cat, he named the cat Gus. The name of the person that the sentence is about has been used. And since we know that the subject of the first sentence is Tom, to avoid repetition of using Tom's name in the second sentence, the subject pronoun has been used. Now, what do nouns, proper nouns, and pronouns have in common? Nouns, proper nouns, and pronouns can occupy the subject area of a sentence, and when each of these parts of speech occupy the subject area, they answer who or what before the verb. For example, in the first group of sentences, the dog barked. It scared the kids. In the first sentence, the dog barked. The word dog is a noun that occupies the subject area, therefore, it answers the question when you ask, what barked? In the second sentence, it scared the kids. The word it is a subject pronoun that occupies the subject area. Therefore, it answers the question when you ask, what scared the kids? In the second group of sentences, Tom has a dog, he named it Gus. The word Tom is a proper noun that occupies the subject area. Therefore, it answers the question when you ask, who has a dog? In the second sentence, he named it Gus. The word he is a subject pronoun that occupies the subject area. Therefore, it answers the question when you ask, who named it Gus? So, as we see in the examples, we have shown the commonality of the nouns, proper nouns, and subject pronouns. When each of them occupies the subject area, they answer the question when you ask who or what before the verb. Now, all parts of speech that can be used in the subject area of a sentence must have a harmonious relationship with the verb that they are in front of within the sentence. There must be a subject and verb agreement. That means that we are to write the verb in a way that we are referring to one person, place, or thing, or more than one person, place, or thing. There are two rules to set up subject and verb agreement. The first rule to set up subject and verb agreement is that if the subject is singular, meaning you are talking about one person, place, or thing, the verb must be singular. Here are all the singular subject pronouns along with basic singular verbs that follow the rule of subject and verb agreement. The first singular subject pronoun and verb agreement that we see is I am. Use the singular subject pronoun I and use the singular verb am when writing or speaking about yourself. The second singular subject pronoun and verb agreement that we see is you are. Use the singular form of the subject pronoun you when writing or speaking to one person other than yourself, and use the singular form of the verb are. In the third, fourth, and fifth singular verb pronoun and verb agreements are he is, she is, it is. Use the singular subject pronouns he, she, it, and the singular verb is when writing or speaking about someone or something else other than yourself and other than the person with whom you are conversing with. The second rule to set up subject and verb agreement is that if the subject is plural, meaning you are talking about more than one person, place, or thing, the verb must be plural. Here are all the plural subject pronouns along with plural verbs that follow the rule of subject and verb agreement. The first plural subject pronoun and verb agreement that we see is you are. Use the plural form of the subject pronoun you when writing or speaking about a group of more than one subject, and use the plural verb are. The second plural subject pronoun and verb agreement that we see is we are. Use the plural subject pronoun we when you are writing or speaking about a group of more than one which includes yourself, and use the plural verb are. The third plural subject pronoun and verb agreement that we see is they are. Use the plural subject pronoun they when you are writing or speaking about a group of people of which you are not included, and use the plural verb are. Now, some of you may be wondering why we use the subject pronoun you as both a singular and a plural subject pronoun, and you may also be wondering why we use the verb are as both a singular and a plural verb. Well, in grammar, both of the words you and are can be used in either the singular or plural form. If you are writing or speaking to one person, the word you is used in the singular form. If you are writing or speaking to more than one person, the word you is used in the plural form. Now, the are verb is plural. However, when the are verb is used with the singular form of the subject pronoun you, the are verb is seen as a singular verb. And when the are verb is used with the plural form of the subject pronoun you, the are verb remains plural. Therefore, whether you use the word you in its singular form or plural form, the are verb will maintain a harmonious relationship with the word you because they will always agree. Here are the basic verbs that express a time that is happening now in the present tense. They are am, is, are, has, have. This is the correct way to use these verbs with the subject pronouns to set the subject and verb agreement that expresses the present time that is now. Let us read the subject pronoun and verb agreement that expresses the present time that is now. Ready? Let us begin. I am. You are. He is. She is. It is. We are. They are. I have. You have. He has. She has. It has. We have. They have. Great job. Here are the basic verbs that express a time that happened before noun in the past. They are was, were, had. This is the correct way to use these verbs with the subject pronouns to set the subject and verb agreement that expresses the past tense. Let us read the subject pronoun and verb agreement that express a time that happened before noun in the past. Ready? Let us begin. I was. You were. He was. She was. It was. We were. They were. I had. You had. He had. She had. It had. We had. They had. Great job. Here are the basic verbs that express a time that will happen after noun in the future. They are, will be, shall be. This is the correct way to use these verbs with the subject pronouns to set the subject and verb agreement that expresses the future tense. Let us read the subject pronoun and the verb agreement that expresses a time that will happen in a time after noun in the future. Ready? Let us begin. I will be. You will be. He will be. She will be. It will be. We will be. They will be. I shall be. You shall be. He shall be. She shall be. It shall be. We shall be. They shall be. Now, let us do exercises 1 to 3 to test our understanding of all the things that we have learned within this lesson. Exercise 1. Rewrite the sentences on your writing paper using a pronoun that fits each of the sentences. Please use the subject pronoun that usually coincide with the same number, gender, and person as the noun for which it stands. Example: Tom has a cat. The pronoun he replaces the proper noun Tom. Please pause the video as needed to work at your own pace. Exercise 2. In each group of words, only one is a plural pronoun. Write the plural pronoun on a writing paper. Please pause the video as needed to work at your own pace. Exercise 3. Choose the correct form of the verb that agrees with the subject and write it on your writing paper. Please pause the video as needed to work at your own pace. Here is the answer key to exercise 1. Let's review the answer key to exercise 1. In sentence 1, we use the subject pronoun she to replace the proper noun this. In sentence 2, we use the subject pronoun he to replace the proper noun dad. In sentence number 3, we use the subject pronoun they to replace the proper nouns Anne and Jan. Because the subject pronoun they show that we are referring to a group that has more than one person of which you are not included. In sentence number 4, we use the subject pronoun we to replace the proper noun Wes and to replace the subject pronoun I. Because the subject pronoun we show that we are referring to more than one person, which includes yourself. In sentence number 5, we use the subject pronoun it to replace the noun word pig. Answer key to exercise 2. The correct answer to number 1 is you. The correct answer to number 2 is they. And the correct answer to number 3 is we. Let's read the sentences that includes the correct answers to exercise 3 out loud together. Ready? Let us begin. Dad has a van. Bess is glad. Pam has a fat cat. I have a kitten. I am the boss. You were going to the deck. He was not going to the deck. The cat is in the bus. It is not in the bus. We will be there. We shall be there. Both answers are correct. They had a pet. She had a rag doll. The ox is big. A box is in the den. I have a plum. Great job. Congratulations, you made it to the end of lesson 5. Now I have an assignment for you to do. Your assignment is to take a few minutes every day to review what we have learned in this lesson. If you find it difficult choosing the correct verbs to set up the subject, pronoun, and verb agreement that refer to the past, present, or future tense, remember, you can always rewind this video and practice again. Never move on to the next lesson until you know and understand how to structure sentences using the subject, pronoun, and verb agreement, which refers to the past, present, or future tense. When you understand the subject, pronoun, and verb agreement, you are ready to move on to the next lesson. See you there. Now, we have reached the end of this session. But before you go, please, if you've experienced the joy of learning this interactive lesson, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and click the notification bell so that you will know when a new lesson is uploaded. Thank you for joining me today. It was a pleasure teaching you. Bye-bye.